People hold on to their inerrancy belief for dear life, but how can one scripture have so many theological interpretations? In Daniel 3:25, King Nebuchadnezzar of the Babylonians sent Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fire because they wouldn't worship the golden image that he had set up. But when they're in the fire, he sees something miraculous. There is something present with them that spares them from the fire. But he answered, saying, Look, I see 4 men walking about unbound and unharmed in the middle of the fire, and the fourth has the appearance like a son of the gods. The ICB says the fourth man looks like a son of the gods. ISV says a divine being, but the KJV and others say son of God, and notice the capitalization, son of God. Translators are retrofitting Jesus into scriptures where he does not belong. The language does not support it. The phrase that is used is Bar Elahin, and according to Nebuchadnezzar, who was a polytheist, he would have seen this as a plurality of gods. B'nai Elohim, or sons of gods, or sons of God, is cognate with Bar Elahin, Aramaic, and both represent a polytheistic framework. If the author wanted to say angel, he'd have just said angel. Daniel was written somewhere around the 3rd or 2nd century, around the same time that Job is being written, and Job uses sons of gods as well as Daniel, so they both are using this theological framework of polytheism. How would Nebuchadnezzar know who Jesus was? That don't make no damn kind of sense. The elaborate hoops and mental gymnastics people have to go through to rationalize these verses is astounding. It's wild to me. The intent is to marginalize diverse voices while also erasing anyone who is at odds with the establishment. If you have stayed this long, thank you so much for listening to me rant about the Bible. I want to tell you about my friend Yasmin. I've introduced you to her before. She is Palestinian. She moved to Canada. She came back to Egypt in order to evacuate her family. Thankfully, we helped her raise the funds. She advocated for herself and was able to get them out. But once they evacuated, her mom and dad's health were already in such a decline. Her sister-in-law gave birth to the baby. Unfortunately, the baby has a heart condition, hearing condition, and the other child, her other nephew, is having some serious skin conditions. They're having trouble getting it under control. Basically, they all need immediate health care, which costs a lot of money in Egypt. They can't get jobs. They don't have that kind of paperwork. What they need is the money to get them flights so they can leave for Canada. The biggest thing that is holding them back is her phone broke. She can't advocate for herself. She struggles to even communicate with me. She can't afford to buy a new one. So she has a PayPal. And what I'm hoping is if we can just get enough money that she can get a phone, she'll at least be able to contact me more and possibly advocate for herself a little bit, or at least get done the personal business that she needs to in order to get her family to safety. And the cool thing about PayPal is it can just be a couple bucks. It doesn't have to be the $5 minimum that GFM has. She still has a GFM if you'd like to give there. They need that for the flights and for living costs, etc. But you have to be very specific with GFM. So that's why she has a PayPal, so we can get her a phone. So if you want to contribute to getting her a phone, here is the link. It's in my link tree. So all you have to do is go to my profile, my bio, and send what you can. Thanks all. Part 3 coming up, or part 4.